Alright, this is a weekly love reading for Capricorn. And your affirmations for the week are going to be, I exhale negativity and inhale happiness. Alright, so this is kind of a self-love affirmation, so you might need that type of affirmation for this week. I do have a couple channeled messages for you at the end, so we will see what's there at the end of the reading. Let's get started with the first card, which is going to be, what are the characteristics of your beloved person? We have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is fresh wind in the closest surroundings. Its presence does not have to be merely positive, but it can also bring in decisions that you need to clear the air about. So this could be a Virgo type of energy. This could be a Taurus energy. It just could be your energy, but you have certain concerns about this person. Okay, so, but they kind of have to clear the air with you, like, for a lot of reasons, okay? Then there's number 2, which is the attitude of your person towards you. We have the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is reaching the top, however, it does not necessarily mean for positive reasons. Searching for new ways and necessarily to decide how to make use of what has been reached or what might fall from the top. So there's a lot of things about this person that's kind of it feels flaky. It might be that this person is very idealistic, or could be very optimistic, and you're kind of more of like a secure, solid person. So it's kind of hard for you to like pin this person down or actually think that they're telling you the truth. That's like that for a lot of air signs and a lot of water signs. If they have a heavy air and water, they really like being in love with love. But if they're just like an air sign, they're very optimistic. With water signs, they're kind of pessimistic, but they like being in love. You know, it's a difference of thing. So it depends of who you're dating. All right, so I thought I should put that out there so that you kind of understand. But so number 3, we have your attitude towards this person. We have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands, let's see, the Oscillator. So it could be something that you're seeing that kind of is a red flag. Be careful with hasty acting based on instincts or emotions. Look before you leap reigns true here as a proverb. Final decisions should be made very carefully with a lot of consideration on what might happen. So you might have to kind of make a judgment call based on what you've seen of this person and how they act a lot of times. Okay, so you really have to be a little bit tactful and cunning. Could this person be in your life for a long period of time, or are they just kind of a in and out type of relationship? Okay, so see, number 4, current life situation of your beloved person. We have the King of Cups. The King of Cups is kind of like sensitivity. So there could be a lot of stuff going on. They could be picked on because they're kind of flaky. I feel like this person's like very like, oh, I'm gonna go here and here. But it's kind of like, you know, when you have a dog, like your dog always wants to go outside. I feel like they're the same way, but they go out a lot, or they want to be like seen by a lot of people. They're kind of part of that, oh, look at me, like type of energy. So I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm a little appalled because I'm totally opposite of that. I don't want to be seen by too many people, you know. Um, but yeah, some people are just, they can't get enough attention, so I feel like they're kind of that. So, frank and goodness, these are positive qualities, however, they are not helpful for you to solve your current situation. Danger is becoming alienated from reality and necessarily to wait for the inflow of inspiration. So, that is current for your beloved person's life. Um, so they might kind of be living in kind of a fantasy, I would say. They're kind of not 100% relative to what's happening now. They might have this idea that they're going to be famous or whatever. I've dealt with a lot of people with that, and usually the more idealistic they believe that that will happen, the less likely it's going to happen. I've read a lot of charts. Um, yeah, it's kind of like they feel like the world owes them that or something. But really, it's a block in their own personality. So, anyway, we have the next question, which will be is your beloved person bound by something? The Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is sadness, inner feelings, do not allow you to open yourself up to others and contribute with them effectively. You close yourself off to your own misfortune and anxiety. There is no need to see things worse than they really are. So, this person could be going through a lot of things. They want to get out of a certain situation that might have not been a good situation for them, or they might want a better life for themselves because maybe they kind of have childhood wounds to some degree. I'm not going into that. Some type of trauma that made them feel like they deserve much better than what they were at, or they might have been in a relationship that was like that where they thought that they would deserve better. So, something like that. Anyway, number 6, we have, is your beloved person ready to come closer to you? We have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is a new opportunity, getting a thing started with significant help, joy of starting things. New light brings a sense of current circumstances, realization of plans that will have been prepared for a long time. So this person could need somebody to kind of be a guiding light so that they can achieve things. This is going to be very stressful, being a mentor to somebody who is very kind of naive. When you're a Capricorn, you're kind of like, oh yeah, I can be somebody's parent and father figure and mentor. But it's very hard to do it when the person that you're mentoring is not 100% feet on the ground based in reality. You kind of have to tell them, you need to kind of have more realistic, tangible things in case your ideas don't work, And you need to do that. You need to have a solid base for that and something to fall back on before you throw yourself 100% into something else. And I feel like that's what it is. They can be idealistic about love. They can be idealistic about their own morality, fame, fortune, stuff like that. But it's like, it doesn't happen for everybody. Usually people that don't talk about it become successful. People that do talk about it a lot, they don't become successful. Alright, so that is what it is. Anyway, should you get closer to your person, we have the Page of Fire, so the Page of Wands. We have, Evanescence, fleeting, young, onward, energetic person. Be careful about what is hidden inside. It might be a pretense and not the advisable to reply to every piece of advice that is given to you. So this person is kind of flighty. They're flaky as a biscuit. But they're kind of like, oh, I can do this, this, and this. And you're kind of like, no, you can't, because reasons. but they kind of don't realize the surface level of the ground. Okay, and that's also a pretense of the floor. Um, but yeah, it's kind of hard to tell a young person that they can't become famous, because as much as they talk about it, it doesn't make it so. You know, because some people are destined for fame and fortune, and other people are, you know, not. Some of them are going to be based around how they grew up. You know, it depends of what their fortune star is. But yeah, some people are based for retail. Some people are based for fortune and fame, and some people are based in the middle. You know, they can be very famous for one day, 15 minutes, and then the rest of their lives is totally retail. You know, so it's not 100% fame all the time. So they have to understand that they do have to have a realistic job and have a, you know, kind of niche that's kind of cool, maybe a talent or something. So that's that. So your channeled messages are willpower, doing something right the first time, younger or younger at heart people with influence in your life. So there's somebody here who's very young at heart. They believe that they are the next, you know, Holly Berry or something. But they believe that they themselves are the answer to everything wrong in the world. And I haven't met a person that was that genuinely the prophet, you know. So they need to have their foot firmly on the ground first, okay? Especially if you have kids, you might need to tell them that they need to get like a technical job, like accounting, plumbing, electrician, stuff like that that they can fall back on and make a business for themselves if need be. But other than that, the sky's the limit. You know, they need to have a foundation, but they need to also still be able to dream a little bit. But yeah, I I try not to get anybody's hopes up, just because, you know, some of their charts might be a little bit crazy and stuff. There's also 150 different jobs in each base of your chart. Some of them repeat, some of them don't, some of them are entirely out of range of this generation and time. So, you know, it's kind of weird. Anyway, Capricorn, hopefully this helps you out. I know it's hard working with younger people or people that kind of have big dreams but no real foundation to put them on. But I feel if they have a clear scope of what they can and can't do, I feel like they'd be on the right track. They need a firm foundation before they jump into anything. Anyway, hopefully this helped you out in some way, shape, or form, and this kind of gives you, you know, something to talk about. New perspective, new foundational things to talk about. Okay? Anyway, Capricorn, hopefully, you know, everything works out. I know it's a pretty hard week. It's a pretty hard year, but, you know, we'll get over this. This is fine. But, yeah, you just need to make sure everybody's 100% feet on the floor type of deal here, okay? Anyway, I will see you in the next reading, alright? Later.